Welcome back to Lovebug Tarot. Welcome back all of my tarot goblins, and also welcome in if you are new as well. Honestly, anybody can be a goblin. It's fine. We are very pro-goblin here. Alright, so today we are going to be looking at what is the 10-10 portal bringing in. So that is October 10th. So it is a bit of, this isn't necessarily a timed read? Timing might be a big part of this, but we will see. That's an interesting Freudian slip. We'll be looking at October 10th. What is that portal bringing in? So this isn't necessarily a timeless read, which was the word I was trying to get out. It is a read that you can view, I feel, at any point in time. It could be the 10-10 portal maybe a year from now, cracking wrists, or it could just be like a significant point that is coming up pretty fast for you. So at least that's my take on it, the idea of timeless reads. All right, so we are going to shuffle. We have our affirmation deck, our very sassy listen. I'll let you figure out the rest. Our listen affirmation deck. It was interesting. Before I started this, I had like 3 false starts. Just kept having interruptions, so I'm going to keep that in the back of my head as we do this. Alright, so I got that one. We're going to get some oracle cards from the completely normal tarot deck, which can be a deck that kind of talks about, oh wow, 4, okay. Talks about some heavier subjects. Because I feel when you bring something in, sometimes things also have to leave. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. So we shall see. There's a couple cards in that deck. Feeling 4 as well. Okay. Interesting. All right. There are some cards in that deck that I don't know if I can show. It's kind of a gruesome deck sometimes. We'll play it by ear. If I need to censor anything, I will, because the corporate overlords demand it. Okay. And some more tea leaves. What is coming in? I don't know. I feel... Ooh, month of the year. Okay. Ooh. Seeing this green one. And that red one. Okay. That is that. And we're going to be using the Lightseeker Tarot deck. So any of the decks that I'm using, I always list in the description below. So if you are curious about any of those decks, you can find them there. One more shuffle. We'll put you to the side. All right. How are we going to do this? I'm kind of feeling like... how many do we have? Ooh, okay, we have 4. I'm making this up as I go. So yeah, I think we were talking about like what is leaving, so what can come in. So I think what's coming in is we'll use the Green Witch Oracle deck. And what is leaving, we're going to use the completely normal deck. Oh, hello. Are you coming over to say hi? No? My cat almost walked over on the table. She does what she wants. All right. But first, let's get our affirmation deck. Or card. Ooh, okay. So your affirmation is your mental health needs a workout too. Okay. Your mental health needs a workout too. Okay. Something leaving for something to come in. This could get kind of deep. Let's see. All right, so we have Astral House. Good Lord, I can talk. Are you jumping on stuff? She's a climber. Okay. and a month of the year. Ooh, we have March. Okay. And we have wealth. Very interesting. I think we'll do kind of two sides here. I wonder, okay, trying to figure out how best to lay this out. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, so I'm going to separate it like this. I feel like March might be indicative of something that perhaps, good Lord, come here. Something that either started in March. These are snowdrops, if they, I think they are. I think they're snowdrops. But the idea of something is, it's my cat. She has a collar and she's scratching. Something is growing where before perhaps it was frozen over. Like snowdrops typically come up when there's still even frost or snow on the ground. So something could be coming up out of, I don't want to say infertile ground, but ground that before didn't bear, was not abundant, we'll say. Okay. So we have purse. Pay attention to your finances. Okay. And then we have hills. Obstacles to overcome. So there definitely could have been financial obstacles that you have been working on. You have been, yeah, I mean, that feels pretty straightforward considering we also have wealth down here, which is awesome. It could have been your outlook, like your mental outlook on wealth or lack, or your mental relationship, your emotional relationship with money. A lack mentality is something that you needed to work on, and you have been working on. So we have the Spring Queen, the 5th of Autumn. It's interesting with the Spring Queen as well, because we have March. So like an early spring, the 5th of Autumn, the 10th of Summer, which is a fantastic card. This is a really gorgeous deck. And the 4th of Autumn. We have the 5th and the 4th of Autumn. The 4th of Autumn also, I mean, literally is about kind of like sweeping away the old to bring in the new. Like both a physical and mental, your mental health needs a workout too, a physical and mental kind of cleansing of your space. Your mental space, your personal space. There's definitely we're going to put these down here for now. Okay, let's get some more on that. So I feel like what's leaving, yeah, what's the 5th of Autumn is kind of like an invitation in. There's like a party happening here, and you're about to go inside. You've been working on your mental state. Absolutely. The Spring Queen. Let me get, there's a large book that comes with this, but I do have the little, I just knocked over one of my stones. Oh goodness, it's all the way back. I'm going to get that later. There's a little cheat sheet that comes with it. It also has a larger book, but we're just going to use the cheat sheet. So the Spring Queen, a bargain, get what you give is the phrase. A bargain, get what you give. I feel again this has to do with your physical resources, money. Like yes, we have wealth down here, but we have the purse, obstacles you're overcoming. You get what you give. What you've been putting into something is what you're going to be getting out of it. And I feel like what's leaving, you're making room for something. You are consciously making an effort. This is not something that's just happening. It's like, oh, it just happened that way. You are making a conscious effort of it. Like we have the 10th of Summer. Where's the summer? There we go. The 10th of Summer, an ever-hungry nature of passion. You are very passionate about something. Like, dang. You're so passionate that you are making big changes in your life to pursue it, to have it come in. And again, mental health workout, like that's big. That is not anything to sneeze at. Like, dang. All right, autumn. I'm gonna real quick. Where's autumn? The 5th of autumn. Charity. Okay. The 5th of autumn. This could be also a collaborative effort. You could be reaching out to others, to organizations, perhaps for help, for guidance on how to move this forward. Really interesting. Okay. Let's get some cards and see what's going on. So can we get some confirmation, or what's the word I'm looking for? Expansion on our spring. Ooh, yeah, we have the Emperor. You could be seeking guidance. It's this give and take. And I don't necessarily see this help that's coming in. I feel like there's help coming in for you. Support in some shape or form. It's not a charity. It's not, it's not charity in the negative sense of, you know, people often think of asking for help or accepting charity, accepting aid in some case is like a negative thing. It's not. You know, we don't, if someone gets a scholarship to a school, to a university, to a program, that doesn't make them less than in any capacity than someone who is, let's say, paying tuition. At least I sure as hell don't think so. Oh, can I say that? I feel like I'm past a minute. I'm okay. We try to keep the cursing down. All right. I feel this is pretty straightforward. Okay. You have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, the Spring Queen. You have the Queen of Wands. I get the sense of maybe even an invitation. Something is perhaps extended to you. And again, I'm getting a sense of a really big shift of your mind, of your perspective, your outlook maybe on even things, of being able to ask for help, accept help even, you know, if it's offered, being like, you know what, yeah, absolutely. And from that, again, these symbols with the hands holding this light, this person has like a light coming out of her hand. I'm trying to make sure it's showing up on screen. Just realized how crooked this second camera is. Oh well. We did our best. We can only do our best, right? There's this passion that's coming out, this light that you emulate. And it could be that people see that. You're opening yourself up by changing your perspective of how you accept help, of even just maybe accepting help, or your outlook on lack, on how you overcome obstacles. Like, that outlook is really changing, I want to say, like, all aspects, like not just your inside, but your outside too. Two of Swords. Yeah, you've been doing some inner work. You have been doing some inner work. And it's either you are in the process of making some of those choices. Wow, okay. You're in the process of making some of those choices, or you have in the past, where you could listen to your inner critic or not. Yeah, you've been doing the inner work. We have the Hermit. The Queen of Swords. You've made the Two of Swords to the Queen of Swords. A lot of Queen energy it's an energy, it's not a gender. The queens are very internal. You've been doing the internal work. You are changing your mindset. This isn't even like you might be. You are changing your mindset. You have been doing the deep inner journey to make that change. Because it's like you see the two birds here around this person's head, and then there's a bird way, way off in the distance. It's like, it's there. Maybe you can hear it call, you know, you can hear the bird making noise off in the distance, but it doesn't bother you anymore. With the Six of Swords, yeah, this has been a very slow and steady improvement you've been working on. Again, a lot of mental change. And from that, I feel like your inner light, this inner light is starting to shine through. People are starting to see you in a lot of ways. And that's a freaking beautiful thing. All right, 4th of Autumn. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, we were talking about accepting help. This could be something that is a team effort. You know, sometimes cleaning your space out, it's like moving. You can do it alone, but man, as someone, I've moved a lot. It is 1000% less stressful when there are people helping you. Whether you hire professional movers, friends, family, colleague, like whatever it is so much easier and less stressful when you have people helping you. Same thing with your mental shift. You have people helping you out. You have a community. Yes, and the Four of Wands. These people celebrate the heck out of you. These are people who, even in your darkest times, your most, you know, you have hills and valleys here. Even when you were in the valley, even when you were struggling, they still celebrated you. And that's lovely. I freaking love to see that you have that kind of energy surrounding you. All right, so let's see what we are shifting into. What is the 1010 portal bringing in? So, all right, what should we do first? Let's do these. Okay. We have Barking Dog, advice from a friend. Okay, I'm gonna move this up. And we did have the Wealth card down here. Claw, be careful, do not take risks. Okay. We'll see a little bit more about this, but something that could be coming in is abundance in a very physical sense. Like your physical resources could be changing. And there could be, I just get the sense of like an example, very much an example. You come into some money and you're like, I'm going to invest in whatever it is. And maybe there you have a friend who's like, hey, I've been doing the investing thing for a long time. Let me give you some advice, or let me give you a number of my advisor. Something in that capacity where instead of jumping like headlong into investing when you've never invested before, again, example, someone could be helping you out. We did talk about like someone coming in to give you help. So that is very interesting. Ooh, we have courage. Number 13. Stimulation. Very fiery energy here too. We have strength, another fire card. Wow. Okay. And clarity, one earth card. So we do have two Virgo symbols, two Virgo cards. Aries and Libra. With Virgo here, Virgo is an earth energy, even though this one is fire, it does have Virgo. So there is a sense of maybe grounding, but Virgo is very soft. It's one of the softer, more mutable earth energies for the zodiac. So Virgo is also known to be like the list maker of the zodiac. They're very organized. They have plans for their plans. They know how to make a list and stick to it. That could be something very important. It's interesting we have strength and courage. Something that's coming in from these changes you're making, you're gaining clarity. From that clarity, stimulation I get with Aries especially is like not just mental stimulation, but like physical stimulation. Don't be dirty. The aspect of like, for an example, a job, a career. Let's say this is leading to a career shift. You are changing jobs or leveling up in your career. And suddenly your career is something that you are super passionate about. You're enthusiastic about it. Every time you go to work, you are just over the moon. You're just like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. I love my job. That kind of, there's this shift where your passion and like your work are lining up. Again, an example. Okay. Also, this is fennel, and I think fennel is delicious. So, there. It's interesting, we also have 2 daggers. Courage and strength both have a dagger image. There is like, with strength and courage, it's like you know how to handle yourself. You are someone now, you're moving into an energy of like, you are very capable of handling yourself in situations. And that lends itself to having like confidence, courage. It lends itself to, you know, both an inner and outer strength, which is lovely. Okay, so can we get some, wow, okay. okay. Cutting you off. There we go. Ooh, okay, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is talking about work. The 8 of Pentacles is about work. It's about mastery. It's about what you, I don't want to say have mastered, but it's something you are very good at. You're very dedicated to. You're dedicated to. Ace of Wands. The Knight of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Sorry, I had to move something. Okay. Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles. This shift, what you're bringing in, what the portal is bringing in, but I also feel like you have instigated this. This is not, again, necessarily, I don't feel this is something that it's like, oh, the universe is just dropping in your lap. This is something you've been working on. This is something that results because of your hard work. And you do have a lot of, I feel like you're bringing a lot of passionate energy. Again, the Ace of Wands is, you are just super ready to go. You've got ideas. You are, again, going back to like the career or job example, is like stepping into a new position and they're just like, okay, what are your thoughts on this project? And you slap down like 5 notebooks and you're like, okay, here we go. And you just have all of these ideas. Again, the Knight of Cups, this is something you're very passionate about. I see the little letter. There's a little letter here in the corner. I wonder if you're going to be getting news about this. Something. You're getting news. So the 6 of Pentacles, again, this reciprocity. What you've been putting in is what you're getting out of. Or getting out of it. Wait, what? What you've put in is what you're getting back. Maybe you are getting out of something. Maybe this is a shift and, you know, things are changing and you are getting out of a situation. Or a job. Maybe, again, we were talking about changing careers, changing jobs. There's a shift there. 2 of Wands. Yeah, you're ready to move forward. And the sun. Oh, okay, and the sun. And the Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, something is changing. Something big is changing. But it's very positive. The sun here. I don't think there's a more positive card in the tarot than the sun. If there is, let me know. I really think, and again, the fire energy. We had a lot of fire cards here. Very passionate. very passionate energy. The wands is a fire suit, and it's fire. It's about the spirit. It's like what lights you up. Yeah, we have wands, cups. We have pentacles. What we don't have here is any swords. We had swords up here. We had a lot of swords here. I think, yeah, I feel like there is a shift from this internal mental change and shift that you have been working on into, this is changing into something that's almost spiritual in a sense. And not in a religious spiritual sense, but like something that just lights up your soul. And it has a direct reflection on your physical circumstances. But very positive. Something is definitely, Wheel of Fortune is about, you know, we have this person wearing the 2 dice. It's the wheel. Things are shifting. Perspectives, circumstances, things are turning. The wheel is turning. I think that's your read. It's pretty straightforward. Let's get the bottom of the deck. Again, another queen. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm going to put this and put it right there. Yeah. Yeah, something is, your light is coming through, and from that you are just diving in. I just get the sense of like diving into the deep end, but you have all the capabilities to swim. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's coming through. All right. Yeah, that is your read. Wow, that was very, very straightforward. Considering we did one for our big divination grid with the Russian deck, and that one went a while. There was a lot coming through in that one. So it's always interesting to see how the energy will shift from one read to the next. Like this one was very straightforward, and what is leaving, what you've been changing, and then what you're bringing in, what is coming in, what is shifting. Cut and dry. I think that's pretty straightforward. So if you resonated with anything here, please like and subscribe, share, do all that stuff. We are trying to grow a community here, and I'd love you to be a part of it. Okay, so any other housekeeping? Oh, we do have a Buy Me a Coffee. We have a membership there for $5 a month. We have behind the scenes, little reads, deck reviews. We're going over the Green Witch Tarot, or I'm sorry, Green Witch Oracle. Words. At the moment. So we're kind of going through that deck and talking about the different cards. We're doing reads with them. But yeah, and also if you have any ideas or suggestions, members can always suggest that. So that being said, thank you so much for being here and sticking around. I do appreciate it. And please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and your mental health. You've been doing a lot of work, so definitely self-care is important. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Good Lord, I don't know. Maybe you're doing something to your voice. I apparently cannot speak today. Take care of yourself, and I love you. All right? So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.